Hi guys. Hi guys. Welcome back. If you're returning, welcome if you're new. My name is Vanessa. This is Queen of Wands and Stars, where we talk about what's going on in your life, in your energy. I'm here to help give you some clarity, help you to feel empowered. Almost lost that incense stick. There's so much happening. There's so much going on. So grab yourself a drink. This is water, not vodka or gin. Get cozy. It's raining out, which is so unusual for this time of year. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Yesterday, I wrote some channeled messages. I'm going to share them, and then we're going to dive a little bit more deeply with some tarot and oracle cards and messages here for you guys. So I'll take a picture of this and post it in the community. But basically, like, there is a tower moment that you are, it's like crisis averted, I was hearing. Two songs that have been just playing in my head for a few weeks. I literally wake up most mornings with somebody I used to know. Didn't have to cut me off. That one. And I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, not the best singing right now. But I'm still standing, and somebody I used to know. Also that you have the Midas touch right now. And that not only is it that whatever you focus on and touch turns to gold, but that you also have a heart of gold. You really have a pure heart. The people that I'm calling in here know what's up. Very highly spiritually evolved group of human beings here. And I'm so appreciative of all of you. It's been just so much fun to tune back into the channel and to have so many new faces here. So welcome if you're new. I just thank you for all of the subs, the likes, the comments. You guys, seriously, like, I just feel it in my heart. And so a big thank you to you. And literally, like, thank you for being you and gracing this channel with your energy. We're co-creating here. And then I heard there's a lot of personal magic infused into this. So whatever you're doing, and then I had 4 different words come up for that. So passion, a creation, a promotion, also a transformation. Your guides do not mess around. You are heavily protected as you're going through this crisis aversion, and they're helping to guide you through this very wonky, I'm getting like Alice in Wonderland, where everything is just backwards or not logical. Like, there are things that are really confusing going on. And it's going to be different for each of us, and it could be showing up in multiple different forms. And at the same time, I'm also picking up that you have so much clarity, surrendering to the flow. The air smells different, and I like it. There are cycles. This could be like that the seasons are shifting, and you feel the change in the air. Petals are wilting. Oh, you're just done. It'll rebloom. It's a cycle. You're going through a really big cycle. And where I'm filming in the northern hemisphere, we are approaching autumn. So the leaves are falling. Even though whatever happening around you, it's really trying to keep your attention on the negative things and trying to get you to, again, kind of like back off, back down, quiet you, keep you from shining brightly. And so even though it's kind of crazy making, frustrating, insulting in ways, you're so heavily protected. Clear quartz and Lemurian quartz could be really helpful for you right now. But honestly, like, it's just like you're learning lessons, focus on your goals, dream big and hold the vision. You could be walking away from something. I wrote down erase, wipe it up, swipe left, cancel, clear, delete, cleaning up and making space. Because there's an energy around you that's saying there isn't enough room for you, or it's too crowded here. And from an ego standpoint, you could very easily argue like, well, that's not true. There's room for all of us. But on a spiritual level, this is actually the divine working in your favor to help like get you out of this situation. So there's something you're walking away from. Okay, but I do see you stepping into your authority here because I have the Emperor with the Death cards, transformation. That's also bringing in the Ace of Pentacles. All right. I'm offering birth chart readings by donation. If you're interested in that, then yes, there's some info that I will need to know from you. And you can email me. You can always private message me by emailing me at queenofwandsandstars@gmail.com. Don't misspell it. It's kind of long. I'm going to put you there right now. Okay, so let's see what else is happening here for you guys with this energy. I'm actually going to start with the Medicine Woman Tarot. It's a really beautiful deck. It's a really beautiful deck. So what's going on, Spirit? What's happening for those that are tuned into this message, that are drawn in by whatever the title ends up being for this message? Something about being heavily protected, their guides do not mess around, and that all of this is working for collective. This is all working for you, even though there are things that on the appearances would make you believe and want you to believe that everything is like falling apart. It's trying to make you feel a little bit stressed out. It just feels like there is like some sort of weird, there's manipulation here for sure, but like what's the goal? Like someone wants to keep you down, stuck, or out of sight so that we'll find out. Okay, so three cards kind of flew out altogether. We have the Hermit, and it says guide. The 10 of Pipes in reverse, which is the 10 of Wands in reverse, and the 2 of Stones. Okay, you are turning inward. You are choosing to not be burdened by this. Tempted to feel burdened. There's a lot of opinions on your back. There's a lot of things being thrown at you. And you're being very creative with it and resourceful. I love the depictions in this deck because it just really also kind of like turns a lot of the traditional tarot visual meanings and representatives and symbolism kind of on their head. And that's what's happening. So we kind of have to like fight fire with fire in a way, where like they're trying to make things really confusing for you. So you're also going to do what's least expected in this. And a huge part of that is staying silent and getting really creative and going inward and working with your own intuition and taking a lot of time to reflect and to really listen to your gut instinct here, right? We've talked a bit recently in videos about red flags and how you don't have to try and find out what they are when you see a red flag. But look at her go. Okay, so 10 of Pipes. This is the 10 of Wands card. And there are all of these things that she's working with here. There's a lot of different like tools on her desk. She's working by candlelight and also the moon and the starlight coming through the window. And there's a young boy or young person off to like just kind of overlooking their, like looking over their shoulder and watching, like they're like an apprentice. So I think that you are handling everything that's being tossed at you, thrown at you. These are a lot of opinions, a lot of judgments, a lot of other people's ideas, even if they're trying, like friends that are trying to help you out with this scenario, or family members. I think you have a lot of people's mouths flapping either about you or one-on-one to you, whether they're being shady and talking about you to others, or if they're genuinely people that do really care about you. Either way, it's a lot of info. A little overwhelming, perchance. And you take it all with a grain of salt. I think that that's perfect that you're stepping into this hermit mode and seeking guidance from spirit and your own guides, but also becoming a guide. This is teaching you just some of the most invaluable lessons ever. And it's challenging. But you're going to get rewarded for this. Things are working out. I have 2 of stones. So all of those together, right? Instead of feeling burdened, you're retreating, you're withdrawing your energy from others, you're taking back your space and your peace, and you're getting really creative, and you're being very reflective, and figuring out what the right balance is. There's a lot mentally, and it definitely also really affects your financial flow, your level of comfort in the 3D material world, and your life and resources. But even still, with the 2 of Pentacles, it's just such a different depiction here. Like, this person, what is happening here? This person is rinsing off one of these stones. So these are diamonds. And this person is holding one of them. I'm thinking the other one is in that bag next to her. Him, whoever that is. They're not I don't think that they're in the river. I don't know. This is the 2 of Pentacles. Typically the guy juggling them. And in this depiction, there's 1 pentacle. You are focusing on this new beginning, this Ace of Pentacles. Even though there are a lot of different things to balance, there are a lot of different things to pay attention to, you're really focused at this time on what you want. And whatever this crazy making situation is, it's just, honestly, it's highlighting, it's giving you so much validation that this Ace of Pentacles, this thing that you really desire to step into and grow, for a lot of you, this is maybe just a completely new career and a big change. And I think for the majority, this is more of like an entrepreneurial kind of venture. It doesn't have to be, but if there's something that you know that you can create, whatever's happening right now for you that's really stressful is also happening for you to clarify that what you want to do, what you want to create, is the right direction to go in. That was a lot of words for the beginning. And I'm feeling really warm right now. Okay, then we've got the 10 of Bowls, which is 10 of Cups. There is an inwards, there's a celebration happening. It might even be that everyone is celebrating. Like, there's someone or a group of people that clearly like doesn't value you. And it's almost like if you decide to walk away from this, you win and they win. Everybody wins. Doesn't mean that it's cool or right or like that you're the problem. I don't think that that's the case. I think that it's more of an ego thing and you're the target, or you're the scapegoat. You could be the scapegoat here. What's going on in the future? I mean, I love seeing the Ten of Cups. Also, just reuniting with family and people that you really enjoy. There's tradition here that you're paying attention to. You could be choosing to really spend time with your very close loved ones, the ones that you trust most. Wise. And then we've got the Nine of Stones. This new beginning financially is going to bring you so much happiness, so much more connection and available time to spend with those that you love. And it's like your resources multiply tenfold. You're stepping into a very prosperous new phase where there's a lot of independence. I am getting a lot of entrepreneurialism here. If there's something that you wanted to create, or maybe you started to in the past and you had to pause, you had to shelf it for a while, I think that it's always been in the back of your head that it would be successful. It just wasn't the right timing, or you didn't have the right resources, or you didn't have the right experience yet. So you've been cultivating that. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. The Apprentice of Arrows. It's the Page of Swords. And in reverse as your advice. So definitely becoming very aware that there are people that could be really trying to tune in to you through social media especially. Or just gossip. Kind of trying to find out info on you. Fine. Right? What else? Can I get another advice card with that? Thank you. The Four of Stones. So the Four of Pentacles. They really, really want to find out what your plan is. And you are doing your best to keep that to yourself. So yeah, just know that like you're being watched heavily at this time by people who really enjoy you and also by people who do not. And that's okay. There we've got the Ace of Pentacles again in the environment around you. Your guides are really, really helping to call this in. It's almost like it's just guaranteed that you put in the work here with your pure heart and your right intentions and your wisdom, your heart of gold. That like this is already set in motion. It feels fated. I'm not really sure my stance on fate because we all have free will. Not opposed to the idea of things being fated, but I also know a fatalist, and they tend to not really take much action in their life, and they're not definitely living a life that I wouldn't want to live. So I think there's a balance there between is it fate or is it free will? That's a really heavy topic right now that we don't need to like debate, but I'm just saying that this particular reading, it feels like things are just going to happen because you've already put the time in. I'm also picking up on whatever it is that you're creating, this Ace of Pentacles. You've already started it at some other period of time in your life, and it's already proven to be successful. But something came in and derailed it. And it might have been multiple things, and just honestly so that you could really learn lessons so that when you pick this back up, this Ace of Pentacles, you are really, really ready at this point in time to turn it into the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Like, super fulfilling work that you're doing. Whatever this is that you're devoting your time to and that you're creating. And again, this doesn't have to be entrepreneurialism. It can be that it's a new career. And maybe it's something you started a while ago and something happened, you had to move, or there just circumstances came up. And now maybe you're stepping into a position that is that same role, but for a different company or in the place that you moved to. Or there's something here where this isn't something that's like completely brand new beginning. So for those of you watching that resonate with this, you've already sowed the seeds and now you're just fine-tuning, you're watering your garden, if that's the metaphor or the analogy that I'm picking up on. And some of you, this could have to do with growing things, literal things, plants, or children, or animal babies. You know, it just depends. There are a few people here now watching. We're almost at 200. Hey! Ow! Ow! Totally do. Okay, cool. Apprentice of Pipes. Okay, and we've got the Four of Bowls together. Moving into inspiration after a period of time of feeling just apathetic or unmotivated. Yeah, you're done with being around people that are not aligned with the same values that you have, or the same aspirations, or pick and choose whatever it is for you. But this thing that you're building, the reason for this tower moment, this crisis being averted, even though you're kind of going through a lot, it's a roller coaster at the moment. It's all helping you. It's basically like closing a door on this past thing so that you can devote your time, 22:22 on the clock when I said that, so that you can devote your time to this new beginning. Get an outcome card, please. Okay, that's way too many. Again, just one. Okay. That's way too many. But I like them. Whoa. Prosperity is coming to you. You have the Wheel of Fortune with Harvest and Totem of Bowls. That's the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of stepping into a lot of intuitive, even psychic, just even loving and compassionate energy. Feeling really grounded in what it is that you're doing here. Feeling free, feeling joyful, feeling very well nourished, very satiated, full of life force. And this comes on the heels of the Lovers in reverse with the King of Pentacles in reverse. There's a masculine energy that's distorted here. Whether it's an actual man or woman, this is like a key player here in who's trying to shove you back in a corner, dim your light, make you feel confused or like you are to blame for whatever this is when you know that you're not. But yeah, there's this distorted masculine energy that honestly, it kind of feels like they probably initially had feelings for you. And you might have not even known that. You might have kind of felt it. But no matter what, like, you were focused on other things, maybe even other people. You could be dating someone else, and maybe this person found out and they feel scorned and rejected in a way, even though they might not have ever let you know that they liked you, or that they saw you in a certain way and were hoping for something to happen. Yeah. And that, again, that doesn't have to be for everyone, but there is like this choice being denied. Like this, like, no, kind of rejected energy that this King of Pentacles in reverse is feeling. And it's also just completely freeing you. There's something here really trying to sever ties, and I don't think that they've been severed completely yet. I think you're being kind of pushed and poked and prodded a little bit. There are mind games happening to make you react. And that's kind of like they need that validation. They need to know that they have that kind of emotional power over you to make you feel really stressed out or trying to defend yourself. But you're too wise for that now. And you already know what you're doing. So you're pulling your energy away from them and refocusing it on what you're creating and what brings you joy and what you love doing, that you're really good at. And you're really leading with your heart and with what inspires you. Overall card here. Ooh, thank you. Snake. Totem of Stones. That's the Queen of Pentacles, actually. I don't know, maybe your Chinese zodiac is snake. Doesn't have to be. I actually don't really know a whole lot about... Oh, I know a little bit about snake in Chinese medicine. Snake symbolizes transformation and that rebirth and those cycles. So it's... And being the Queen of Pentacles, I mean, it's like you've already been through figuring out how to create for yourself. And you have found success. And so now you're refocused on that. But I'm also getting that like there is like snake energy and kind of like the negative way that we think like, oh, there's a snake around you, you know? This distorted masculine, which is the King of Pentacles, and you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. This is definitely someone that thought that they might have a shot with you in a partnership. Could be romantic, could be business. But something happened. And now they're like an enemy. Which is weird. But people are weird. Some people have some issues, honey. 8 of Arrows, the 8 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I mean, you're just freeing yourself. You're allowing the flowers to wilt. You're allowing for the harvest and the oncoming, like the winter is coming in a sense where it is time to maybe go inward a bit more and to reflect more and to embody and to work on yourself and to work on your projects. I mean, it's literally raining outside and we're still technically in summer. I know there are only a few days left before the fall equinox, but we're technically in summer. And where I live, September and October are the most consistently beautiful, sunny, hot times of year. Like, I love being here in September and October. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm really, really enjoying this rain. Brings me back to when I was really devoting myself to this channel 4 years ago. 4 years ago? It was 5 years ago. Woo! Oh my god. Time flies. And I was up in the Pacific Northwest, which I'll be up there in a few weeks for some time, which I'll be 100% devoting myself to all of this. So you'll see a lot more videos and I'll have a lot more time for those readings as well. But I was up in the Pacific Northwest during fall and winter from 2020 to 2021. Lots of videos on this channel, me back there, and everything started to grow. And I was waking up every day to Venmo payments and emails booking readings. No joke. It was great. And that was my plan, was to continue. And it all got kind of mixed up a bit. And all for my benefit, so that I could learn some really, really powerful and needed lessons. So there's a little bit of that happening for you. Wherever you're at in this journey, you kind of know that your success is inevitable, even if you consciously doubt it or are worried about it or do feel stressed about, like, well, what does this mean? Because my finances are kind of being threatened here. Like, I'm being kind of threatened here in a way. Again, it's the feeling of rejection is a redirection. It's a protection. So I kind of just tangented off a little bit there. But I think why I started talking about all of that is because you're accepting these cycles and you're allowing this to be eclipsed out of your life, whatever this is. And it's just, you continue to focus on your goals and what you're creating here. And I mean, it's just inevitable. So I'm going to get some angel messages just to close this out here. And that will be the reading for today. I do love that it's raining right now. Yeah, and it's cleansing. It's clearing things. The rain, it's washing things away. Your guides don't mess around. You are so heavily protected at this time. And yeah, this is really truly about you. No one else, except for the people that you're hoping to serve or help by whatever this creation is that you're creating. Get some angel messages just to wrap this reading up, Spirit. Thank you. Cleanse and detoxify. Okay, I just talked about the rain, cleansing and clearing. Definitely working with the solar plexus and the sacral chakras here. Could also really benefit by working with flowers and the colors orange and yellow. It says, with great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Snake energy, shedding the skin. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. I have my ring light on, which I haven't had on in a while. So sometimes there's a little reflection there. Okay, clairsentience. Yeah, nice. Archangel Raguel. Raquel. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. You're carrying your torch. What's that Ben Folds 5 song? Philosophy. That might be a really powerful song to listen to. Philosophy. Ugh, that's such a good song. I think I need to make a new playlist that's like really uplifting. Because yesterday I heard It's Raining Men and I got so pumped up and I'm like, I need to put this into a playlist. And then another song that's been coming up frequently recently is Unstoppable by Sia. Okay, so more yellows and oranges and even moving into reds. So some of the roots, like really grounding yourself at this time. and cleansing and purifying yourself, because you are starting to channel a lot more information, right? We had that Queen of Cups show up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have the Queen of Cups here. It's a little confusing. That's the only bad thing about this deck, is you definitely have to memorize all kinds of new names, because this is Totem of Bowls. But I think, Totem of Bowls. That's the Knight of Cups. Take both, because I did say Queen of Cups energy. So it's still applicable here. But that's definitely the Knight of Cups coming in. There is, you also could be calling in a whole new love relationship here. It's so interesting. I don't typically do a whole lot of love readings. I've just noticed that my energy is more open to it in general, because I've been very closed off to the idea of dating or love for the past 5+ years, while I've been healing and sorting through all kinds of stuff and learning a lot and focusing on what I want this career to look like for me. This is it. Giving readings to you guys, and talking about like spiritual topics and all of that. But with the fact that this is the Knight of Cups, I know we're gonna get a little longer here, 36 minutes. It's fine. You could actually really be getting in some offers of love and romance. And that might also be a part of what spurred this kind of weirdness, even jealousy. There's just such unfair treatment that you're going through and receiving right now. And it's confusing, because you really can't pinpoint like what actually happened or went wrong. And I think that some of it has to do with the fact that there might be people involved that have feelings for you, that whether you knew it or not, you kind of rejected them. You didn't mean to. You're just hot stuff. You didn't know. I'm not trying to be rude to anyone or make anyone feel less than. But your attention might be on this new person that's showing up, and this other person noticed, and this is part of why you're receiving such like a backlash of energy. I do get scorned lover mixed in there. I also get a lot of work. I get a lot of leaving a certain career path to do something that you were born to do in this lifetime. One more angel message. Oh yeah, but I was going to say, it's interesting that I'm now doing all these love readings too, and that on top of it's more normal for me to do readings based off of your own personal development and advancement and career and entrepreneurialism. Love that stuff personally. So it makes sense to me when those readings come through. But the fact that I'm getting both that and love in this one and this channel, the past readings, there have been specifically love messages, but there have been also just career messages and going in the right direction and how you're evolving and stepping into your power and shining your light. And so it's interesting that this one has some crossover there. We have life review. Yeah. Hermit mode, again with the torch. You are in this hermit mode right now. You've recently re-entered into a hermit mode, and if you're spending time with people, it is the very, very select few that you are allowing in because you trust them. But so much of this is opening up your heart. It's understanding your worth and your value. It's focusing and shining your light and being a leader in your calling, your soul path. This is awesome. I'm picking a love card. I want to know just a little bit more with, talk to me about this Knight of Cups, please. Who is this? Who's this Knight of Cups? Is this just a message of love that's going to be coming in? Or is this someone that the viewer knows, has romantic feelings for? Tell me about this Knight of Cups, please. What's up with the Knight of Cups? Because then I'm also going to want to know who this King of Pentacles in reverse is, too. Okay? So, who's the Knight of Cups? Who's the Knight of Cups? Why is the Knight of Cups here? Thank you. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Tell me about this King of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about this King of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about this King of Pentacles in reverse. Who is this? Why do they have a stick up their butt? Why are they giving scorn, rejected, controlling vibes? Who's this King of Pentacles in reverse? They really don't want you to have any idea that they feel scorned. I think that you don't know that they liked you. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. All of this is helping you to let go of this situation. Because and seriously, even in this reading, it's already in the past, even though you're still dealing with it. This reading is indicating how much you're pulling your energy back into yourself. You're refocusing on what it is that you're growing, you're creating, you're pouring yourself into. And with it, you're not only like becoming more financially stable and independent and free, but you're also calling in love. It's really beautiful. You're calling in your soulmate, and it's been worth the wait. I hear you're tired of waiting. Well, looks like you won't have to very much longer. I'm going to end it there. I hope that helps. Again, thank you so much for being here and being with me. If this resonated with you and you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here. And if you like the video, go ahead and like it. It helps me to grow. If you found any of it resonating with you, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you would like for me to interpret your birth chart for you, then you can email me. I need to know your name so I can address you, your pronouns, because that's a thing these days, and I'm going to be recording the video for you without ever meeting you, so it'd be nice to know how to like refer to you politely. I need to know your birth date with the year. I need to know the time you were born at, and I need to know the location you were born at. And that's all that I need. I don't need anything else. If you want to include like things that you're really curious about in your life, then that helps to guide me, because it'll be probably like 20 to 30 minute reading. And then if you feel so inclined to donate, I appreciation appreciates, and my Venmo link, I will send it to you. And that's all. I hope you guys found this to be helpful, and thank you so much for being here. I love you guys a lot. This is just seriously so wonderful. Making me very happy. Yes. Okay. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.